Hey guys, welcome to another Homelab Series video today. In today's video, we'll be showing you how you can set up an IT tools server and use it. It's actually kind of a good collection of tools that you can use, and there's actually a website that you can use it, but we can have some fun and actually try to self-host it instead, and then you can use it when your internet's down. But it's like kind of like CyberChef and a few other things where it's a collection of different tools that you can use, whether it's like creating an SSH key or you creating hashes from certain things, and we'll show you a little bit as after we create it. But it's very useful for kind of just using any kind of IT stuff that you might be like, well, how am I supposed to do that? And then you start Googling, convert this from base 64, and then you're using something that has it all in there. So this video is also sponsored by me, myself, and I. So if you enjoy my content, want to sponsor me or send me some free swag, let me know. My email is in the description below. So let's get started, guys. Alright, so what we'll do here is log into our server. 167 here. And then we will install Docker. So we need to add the Docker repository here. Add repo, https download docker.com, Linux, CentOS, dockerce.repo. And then we can install dockerce here. And we'll let that install. That will take a few seconds. So while that happens, what we'll do is go to our GitLab and update our DNS project so that it pushes out and updates our DNS server with the new record. So what we need to do is update the zone file with the serial number, different, and then we're going to go IT tools in A, just capital A, and 167. Then we'll commit it, and then it'll run the pipeline, do all the fun snazzy stuff that it should do. And if you're interested on how this all works, I do have a YouTube video on how to deploy a file from GitLab to a server, and that would be the file on how this CI is created. So, but what we'll do is IT tools. So it actually, DNS is having issues today. There we go. It's my DNS server, guys. Oh, it's because my DNS server is restarting while I'm doing that. Okay. So you can see IT Tools actually has their own site, and this is essentially what we're going to be hosting. But you can see how it has all these other things in here that you can actually use. So like basic auth generator, you can generate stuff with base 64. You got hash text token generators, text to ASCII. You know, it's like a lot of good, cool things that you can use to actually kind of help streamline some of the stuff. We got QR generators, one-time code password generators. It's pretty sick, honestly. So we're gonna go back from there and go back to Google, and we're gonna actually look at IT tools and then look up Docker. So we'll go in here and take a look. So we got their project. You can essentially just run it here. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll copy that. And then we see Docker's installed, so we'll enable Docker and systemctl start Docker. Then we'll make a script with that command. Hashtag bin bash, paste the script, and we are good with that script. So then we can chmod that script to make it executable. Start. Oh, it still worked. There you go. I forgot the hashtag, but it still worked. Yeah, so it's ready. The next thing that we'll actually do is actually install Nginx. So if you want to set up HTTPS and TLS for this, this is how I would recommend doing it with a proxy pass in Nginx. I do have my own CA certificate, certificate authority service, so that's what we're going to use. But you could also use like Let's Encrypt or anything else if you weren't wanting to do it that way. But I do have my own CA7. If you're interested in how that's set up, I also have a video on that. But what we'll do here is IT tools, and we'll change directory. Then we'll create the certificate here. So ittools.dragon.local. We'll specify the cert. and we'll specify the key. Then it's going to ask for our password, so we need to log into our Vault Warden here. So log in, and we're going to grab that and paste it here. Then we'll copy these keys over to our server. All right, then we don't need our CA server anymore here. So what we'll do here now is make the Etsy PKI Nginx private directory, and then we'll move our cert into Etsy PKI Nginx, and move our key to Etsy PKI Nginx.private. Then we're going to edit the Nginx configuration real quick. We're going to uncomment the SSL section at the very bottom here. So we're just going to uncomment all this. And then we'll update the cert over here to be ittools.dragon.local, and we'll update the key ittools.dragon.local.key, and then update the location down here. So this would be proxy pass HTTP localhost 8080, and I believe that's correct. Let's double check that 8080 is the right port. Yep, it's listening on 8080. So now we can just do a systemctl restart Nginx here. And now we should be able to do https ittools.dragon.local and be it so that it's actually secure. So as you can see, it looks very similar to what the current web GUI is, public facing one. We can dock mode it here, but essentially you got a lot of options here that you can use. We got different converters, we got web related things, so you can create JWT parser stuff. You even got development stuff. You got your Git cheat sheet, some helpful things, base64 converter, so you can convert a file from file to base64 or base64 to a file. QR generator, as I said, cron tab generator. So there's a lot of helpful tools in here. Docker run to Docker compose, so we could have done what we had up here in our thing. So we could have got our Docker run thing here, and it would output it to be a Docker compose. So I could use this, and it would have been a Docker compose file that we could use. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different tools in here that are really cool. So if you don't know about this, go check it out. Hopefully it helps you a little bit in your tech development and have some fun with it. So that's pretty much it for the video. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.